happened July the 23rd. And I really was just resting and soaking with some worship music on. And I just heard in my ear, which inside my heart, come here, I want to show you some things. And immediately I began seeing played across almost like a screen in my mind. I saw these images start to play, and I started to hear his voice really clearly about what he was doing. It really surprised me. I think this has been the funnest and probably the longest open vision that I've had. I've had several others, but it was really, I left after it and just was like, wow, that needs to be shared with other people. I knew it wasn't just for me. First of all, I saw myself going into, I would call it the courtrooms, but it's really just in front of the Father. And China had really been on my heart. The Christians in China had been on my heart. Mm-hmm. And also just the abuses that happen, especially with sex trafficking and things like that. And so I just was there to plead. I was there to supplicate. I was there to pray. And out of that, the Lord just began to show me this plan of what he's doing in the world. And so he came in like the Lion of the tribe of Judah, which would be Yeshua. And he began taking me around to different continents. Obviously, he loves all of the people in all of the world, but he was really specific on where he took me. One of the most profound things was he took me to China, to the Great Wall. And, you know, a lot of people just look at that as a beautiful monument, but really that was born on the backs of slaves that were Christians mostly. And so he began to just show me, like, it was like the ground was like a film, and I could see all these people pushing up through the film. And he was like, the Chinese church is getting ready to explode out of that film, and the persecution that they've been under is getting ready to end. And so that was like amazing. And then also, it was funny to me. I love Kathy Walters and follow her ministry. And so I've heard about her vision with the USS Constitution and how she's seen two different waves hitting it. Well, the next thing I saw was the Constitution, which is a battleship. And I saw the glory wave that she said was hitting the ship. That was the second wave. And I saw that wave, but what I saw that was different than what she had seen was the ship literally just turned around, almost like a 180 angle, like completely turned around. And then that huge wave just pushed it into a safe port, like a safe harbor. And that was just, to me, saying the Lord was getting ready to completely redirect our country back into the direction that he intends for it to go, and it was going to come into a safe place. That was pretty neat that he kind of combined what she saw into what I was seeing. I don't usually have that happen, so that was really fun. But I saw the White House, the top of the White House just come off, and like everything was laid bare, everything was exposed down to the basement, and there were people that were just shocked, like looking up. And then I saw President Trump come out of there, and he got down on his hands and knees before the line of the tribe of Judah, and he was just like in a position of just complete surrender. But when he got up, it was like his sonship. He had a crown on, he had a robe on, and then he turned around and he faced the White House, and all of a sudden it's like his clothes changed, and he was carrying a bucket and a mop, and he looked like a maid. And then I saw his entire staff, and I saw like his cabinet. They all were dressed the same way, like they were maids. And I heard the Lord say, it's time to clean house. It's time to clean house. So it ended with Israel, which was interesting. And I loved that because I love what he wants to do for Israel and how Yeshua is coming there. I saw it was very interesting in that it was like the Dome of the Rock was picked up and moved. And I that didn't really make any sense to me. But then I saw a shaft of light come down where it was, and I saw a cross. And then I saw the Wailing Wall, and Yeshua was written across the Wailing Wall.
Great.
The Lion of the tribe of Judah went into a Congress meeting. And everyone, it was interesting because everyone that was there, I saw different dignitaries and representatives and maybe Senate. I didn't see like specific people as far as that was concerned, except for Nancy. I saw her, and she was almost indignant that the Lion of the tribe of Judah was there, which was very interesting to me because everyone else was a kitten, and it picks it up by the scruff of its neck. It was the second time in the vision that it happened, but I saw him literally pick her up, and he just shook her like she was a rag doll and just kind of throw her to the side. Now, I know he loves her. Like, he loves her as much as he loves anyone else. But I felt like that spirit of was done with that. And that's really what she was exhibiting. Because a lot of times I don't think when you see a vision, I don't try to really interpret them so much, because a lot of times it represents something else. Like a person in a vision might represent something else. So I don't try to figure that part out. But the spirit of it was a mocking spirit of her just not responding at all to his presence. So it was like he was picking that up and just tossing that to the side. I saw his name on the Wailing Wall. I saw people just flock to it. Like, they were just running as fast as they could to that wall. It really was more for Africa. Again, a lot of these were really short. Like, we were going really fast from one place to the other. So for Africa, I saw him take his paw, and he just swiped at the water, like at the top of Africa, and all of this water went down. And at first I was concerned that might mean, that because they've had so many storms, really bad storms that have wiped out so much. And so I kind of looked at him like, is this a bad thing? And it was like, no, this is my glory. And I saw it just go all the way down, all the way even into South Africa, that he was just lighting up the whole country with his glory. And it was like all these lights started to go all over the place until it was one big light. Again, it was pretty amazing. Every time, in fact, every time I thought we were done, like every place we went, I thought that was enough, right?
Right.
And, I mean, again, I'm seeing this on the screen of my mind, and I'm feeling things here, but I'm telling me every time we were done with one thing I saw, he was like, I'm not done yet.